effectively fool InDesign.
Okay, everybody, welcome again to this month's topic, which is on working with CS5 and PDF workflows for many different areas that you may be interested in. So thanks for joining us. I'd like to introduce our speaker today. So I'm very happy to have John Besant join us for this month's seminar. John is one of our shall we say, top experts that we have. He's very active within the user forums on both acrobatusers.com and also on the Adobe site. And he has also been very helpful in many other community activities, such as seminars like this one. John is actually based in the UK, so you're going to be hearing two British accents today. And I'm very excited that he could join us from across the Atlantic. John is also the Chief Technical Consultant and also co-founder of a UK-based training company and consultancy that focuses on PDF workflows, Acrobat and CS technology, and other related technologies. I've put down the coordinates on the screen where you can find out more about John and what he does and what his company does too. And like me, John is also on Twitter. And I've put his coordinates there if you'd like to follow him and see what he's up to. So, John, I'm going to hand things over to you.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you, Ali. Thank you for that. So, as Ali said, my name is John Besant. Today I'm coming from Bristol. Okay, I'm coming out from Bristol in the UK. I work across the country, so most of my time is spent in London. I live in Wales, so a small part of the UK. But it's nice and sunny today, which is nice for a change, so I'm hoping to have a good session here. Right, okay, well, today's a bit of a mixture, okay? It's a mixture of InDesign CS5. It's also some Acrobat as well, or quite a lot of Acrobat, should I say. We're going to go through sort of two areas. We're going to go through print production, look at PDFX standards. We're going to look at some tips and tricks with InDesign CS5 along the way as well. We're going to do some pre-flight and some fixing in Acrobat as well, see what tips and tricks we can hopefully pick up along the way. We're then going to go backwards back into InDesign and look at some of the new interactive features that we can obtain from Adobe's latest release of the product, and see how we can push that into a PDF file, look at different options that we've got there, what things have changed, and hopefully how we can get a bit more from these products working together. So I'm going to kick off by opening up something which is quite new, the CS5, the mini bridge. So I'm sure a lot of you are used to the full version of the bridge in all other versions prior, or shall I say from CS upwards. What we've got now is the mini bridge, which means that you don't have to go into a separate application to be able to access your assets. So we've got here a couple of files which I'm going to show you to start with. So if I just barrow down into a folder, which I think you'll see here that it's going to be a bit, well, a bit pesky for us in relation to when we open it. I'm expecting a couple of problems. But before I do that, I just want to show this little icon here, which is available in the bridge as well. If I just right-click on there or Control-click on the Mac, what I can do, okay, is I can also see linked files associated to that particular InDesign document, which is pretty clever. So if you ever wanted to see your assets were loaded into your InDesign documents, all you need to do is click on that icon, right-click or control-click. You can see now that I've got various images here, some PSD files, I've got some, maybe some JPEGs, etc., some AI files, okay? It references those, so all I need to do is just go backwards and show you that little icon here. So that's nice, okay? But what I'm going to do now is just double-click on that file, open it up, and I'm sure a lot of you have come across this particular problem before when you've experienced missing fonts. Okay, so it's something which has been around for years and years. You know, fonts is still a problem out there. You still need to have the font on your computer to enable you to fulfill the job, okay? So if I just say okay to that, there's a problem, and I'll close that file down. Now, if I just go backwards and go into the next document, okay, the difference with this one is that it was packaged beforehand. Okay, so somebody who gave me this run the package command in InDesign CS5, and what it actually does is it creates a document fonts folder for you. The difference here is that earlier versions created a fonts folder, but with CS5 it uses the fonts folder to exclusively load those particular fonts into the document. So now if I double click, it just opens clean. I can just jump to page 1. Okay, so we've got the document here. The way I can tell that it's actually using fonts which are referenced in the document is under the Type menu, go to Font, and then I've got the document-only fonts which are being loaded